Hey y'all, hey, how y'all doing? I hope everybody's feeling good and great and all that shit. And also that you had a fantastic weekend and did all the glorious things that you needed to do, that your life is filled with happiness. Just always be grateful each and every time. Grateful, 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 right? Life can be filled with so much pressure, but still remain grateful. Keep that in your mind at all times. That's why I'm talking. One day I was walking down the block. I had my cut off shorts on, right? Because it was crazy hot. I walked past these dudes when they passed me. One of them touched my booty. He was nasty. I turned around red. Somebody was catching the rap. The little one said, yeah, me, bitch, the laugh. See what boys that tried to break fly. Huh. I punched him dead in his eye. I said, who you calling a bitch? UNITY. UNITY, that's a unity. UNITY, love a black man from infinity to infinity. UNITY. So look, you know I do. I just jump right into it. So I had heard someone. It was a man, a black man, be very, very vulnerable about his feelings as a man and his feelings towards a woman. It was so profound that I feel that you men need to pay attention. Y'all gonna I don't want to say who he is. You're just gonna see it when it comes on, and just listen to the message. You may be feeling this way, and not to say that you can't learn things from like a woman, because men learn from women, women learn from men. I can say one time something I learned from a man, right? This when I was an exotic dancer and I was doing bachelor parties. Now, the only way that I would do a bachelor party, it would be with someone who had referred me. Like, that's somebody that I trust. Although you can get with somebody that you trust, you just never know the outcome. Because let me tell you something, people out here doing that shit like that, like, prostitutes. I'm just anybody in the sex industry, exotic dancer, like they some brave people because you just never know what's behind curtain number motherfucking two. But like I said, the only time I ever did bachelor parties, dance for bachelor parties, is when somebody that I knew referred a person to me. So I would base it off of that. And let me tell you something. When I went in there, I was the only dancer. It was just me, and it has to be like 10 guys. So I had to give all these 10 men my own individual motherfucking attention. So I'm dancing, and there's no heart and all this sort of shit. This one man told me, he said, no, baby. He said, slow down. Like, I wasn't sitting on this dick and now, like we were standing face to face, and I had my leg up on the chair, and he had his hand on my lower back, and he was like just coasting me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it was some real sexy shit. I think he was the one that was getting married too. No, actually, he was the one that was getting married too. So I know that whoever his wife was, that they was gonna have some good ass sex, because this motherfucker was like, ah. So he did teach me that, and I'm saying that to say, like I said earlier, was that you definitely can learn from a person from the opposite sex about feelings, relationships, how to behave in a relationship from somebody of the opposite sex. And you can also learn something. It can be more heartfelt. Well, at least for me sometimes, when it comes from like a woman. So for my men, I'm doing this just for you, because when I heard this man say these words, it just like it hit me like wow, and I'm not a man. And he's speaking from a man's perspective. So without further ado, yo, let's just get into it. Y'all listen to it and apply the shit to your life.
All my life, I have all my life, bro. I've never been equipped to show emotion my whole life. It's been like that.
I see we about to go deep today.
We don't go too deep.
We did deep last week. We doing
yeah, we breeze over today, right? So all my life I haven't been equipped to show emotion. And for the greater part of my life, Jose, that served me to survive. Because emotion isn't always, emotion can be a weakness when you come from what I come from. And it became something that I've been able to move past. Like, I've been able to wrap situations up and, like, compartmentalize may be the word I'm looking for here. Like, being able to compartmentalize that, I don't need to be loved in this environment, right? And it's not saying that you never wanted to be loved. It's saying that being loved wasn't something that you looked for because you'd rather be respected, even feared in certain situations, right? Now, I'm not saying I was ever feared at all, but I was respected. And I come from a city where you have to gain that. It's not given to you. And so having my daughter opened me up to a tsunami of emotions that I didn't know existed within me. And so I was willing to, out the gate, make sacrifices for her. I was out the gate willing to, like, I had worked so hard to get to Atlanta in 2015. I had my daughter in 2016. By 2017, I had to move back. Early 2018, I had to move back. Why? Because I couldn't fathom the idea of trying to father a newborn from Atlanta in New Orleans. I couldn't deal with that idea. And so I tried for a minute to get my daughter's mom. She was coming back and forth. Salute to her. She would come to Atlanta. We wouldn't even, like, we was on it wasn't none of the hanky-panky. It was like, I'm with my child. And so she would do something great, man. She would come. She would cook. And she would make that sacrifice for me to be with my daughter. And that's why I could never understand how there are men. Everybody's situation is different. But I can't understand for the life of me how there is men with children who will not fight for them. I don't understand it. I can't grasp it. Because even though I never had a father, and when I say I don't know what it's like to call a man daddy. Ever. Father. Whatever you want to do it. But the minute I saw her, it clicked on. There was no second guessing this. And so I made every sacrifice. Right? And her mama told me one thing. I never forget this. I called one day, Jose, and I asked, I said, what shorty need? And she said to me, you don't never have to call me and ask me what she need. She said she a newborn. She need milk all the time. She need Pampers all the time. She need clothes all the time. Like all the time. She just got here. You may change your stuff out here and there, but she need them all the time. And bro, from that moment, she's never had to ask me for anything. Why did I say that? Because as the years passed, I kept the same mindset. I kept the same philosophy. If she has to ask me on the necessities, I'm already too late. You feel me? Like, now if she going on a trip or something I don't know about, that's cool. But if she gotta ask me for the necessities, I'm already too late. I'm slipping. I've let life get in front of me. I've let life overwhelm me. And it's just me. This is not me talking about no other man. This saying my perspective on fatherhood. And so I remember, Jose, when I had the idea of starting this journey of being an educator, being a teacher. And I remember when I quit my job, bro, I asked, after I quit the job, the first person I called was my daughter's mother. And I said, check this out. I'm about to quit this job, which I hadn't already quit. I said, but I need you to do me a favor. She said, what's up? I said, because at the time I was sending her probably like $500 a week. You know what I'm saying? I was getting paid really good, you know, doing welding, doing ironwork. Probably sending about $500 a week, give or take. I don't want her to see this and be like, nigga, you lying. You know, give or take. Between 400, 500.
Send the receipts.
Yeah, nothing less than 400. You know what I'm saying? But if we did a 712 that week, she get 5, 6. If I did a 50 hours, she get 4. You know what I'm saying? You know, she been held me to the 4. It said 4 this week. You know what I'm saying?
That overtime was very good.
But I remember my call because I was sending her that and I was paying for nursery. So my daughter been in nursery since she was 9 months. And I remember my first skepticism was I called her and I said, I need you to do me a favor. She was like, what's up? I said, here, listen. I said, I'm about to quit this job. I'm not going to be able to send you the full $500 every week. But I'm going to still pay for nursery. I said, but I just need you to give me about 6 to 8 months. And I jumped back on track. By then, I said I should have it together. She was like, man, go ahead, I got you. No, real talk. She was on some gangster shit.
Super gangster.
She was like, I got you. She's like, you quitting a job to teach? Or you quitting a job to do something else? I said, now I'm about to go all in on this education. I want to show people what I'm doing. Because I had been showing her what I was doing. And she was like, bro, you need to set me up. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm going to set Leah up. I ain't going to set you up. I set you up late. I was still in there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't set you up.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
going to set my daughter up. Yeah, you set yourself up. I'll show you how to set the account up. I'm joking, but it's still love. And so that meant a lot to me. And why am I saying that? Because I felt like in life that was one of the only times, and I'm not saying it's the only time ever, right? Because one of the things that G-Mama, my cousin George, right, his mama did something that was came from when I first came home from prison. My auntie, who told me to come live with her when I came home from prison, put me out 2 weeks later for no reason. And George's mama, my great aunt, said, come sleep on the sofa. So I was accustomed to sleeping on the sofa. You know, I got a story for the sofas I done slept on. And so that was one time when my daughter mama did that I truly felt that somebody cared for me. And that somebody believed in me. And so for that alone, it was honorable. It was honorable. And we had ups and downs in that relationship. But because how she held on, because she believed in me in that moment, it went a long way with me. So when they moved, I fought to get them to Atlanta. Hear me, I fought. When I say fought, I don't mean like physically fought. I mean consistently, you know, hey, take the dude Y chart, take him out the comments, yeah. So I fought consistently to like just block him from the channel. So I fought consistently to just praying to get them out here. You know what I'm saying? And so it hurt me when they went back to to New Orleans, because I felt like I had provided them with the ultimate life. And I was proud of that. And so I hadn't seen my daughter in a month since they moved back. And it wasn't because her mama kept her from me or nothing like that. It was because I just was moving. And so, bro, when I went and saw my daughter this weekend, Jose, bro, my heart melted. My heart melted, dog. Because when they moved here, I never thought I would go a month without seeing her. I never thought I would go a month without seeing her. And of course, I had some other things going on in my life, bro, where, emotionally, I just was, I'm in a transition in my life, dog. I'm head first into therapy. I had goddamn talk with Georgia today that almost had me in tears. And I feel like therapy has unlocked something in me, bro, that I do not like. No, it's real talk. Don't laugh at me.
That's real.
I feel like this crap has unlocked something in me that I do not like. And what I do not like about this is that I feel emotion, bro.
I say welcome.
No, bro, like...
We've been here for a while. Me and George, we've been here for a while. Welcome to this side.
No, bro, like I've been feeling emotion that I have not felt ever in my life, bro. And I'm like, bro, what the hell is this?
That growth.
And so for men, I want us to understand, bro, like, before we get into stocks and all that, like our superpower as men comes from three things. God first, our ability to provide, and our ability to protect. That's what we feel like our superpower comes from. What we don't realize is that the ability to have vulnerable moments is what truly sets us apart. And I remember I told my therapist this morning, and Jose, you got to bleep this out. I said, man, I feel like a bitch ass nigga. I feel like a pussy. He was like, why would you feel like that? I said, bro, you know I done been shot. I had 2 bullets that went through my leg. One through my hip. I done been stabbed twice. I done been hit in the forehead and in the mouth with a lock in prison. I done been in the same cell with somebody who threw gasoline on a dude, bro. And I didn't scream not one time because I understood if I scream, I'm being a pussy. So we gotta say, hey, Sarge, I gotta say it with the calmest voice. Hey, Sarge, man, this dude on fire up in here. No, real talk. No, real talk. No, real talk. I gotta say this with the calmest voice. Hey, Sarge, like he in here hollering. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you ain't never smelled flesh before,
that's crazy.
It's a smell that takes a long time to get rid of.
You know you never told me that story.
No, bro. The dude in the cell with me. So I'm like, hey, Sarge, imagine that. This dude on fire. He's throwing the toilet water on it. I'm like, hey, Sarge, hey, my man on fire up here. So imagine me in this moment. I'm like, bro, I've been through all this in my life. Bro, I've almost been put inside a trunk before. And even in that moment, I wasn't like screaming. I'm like, oh, I gotta get up out of here. But in this moment, bro, I'm like, bro, so vulnerable. And it is completely new to me.
Is it scarier than them other experiences?
It is the scariest thing so the scariest thing of my life ever was going to trial. Mm-hmm. The scariest thing, bro. I done been in a situation where I done been almost killed a couple times, and I'd accepted that reality. Like, damn, I'm about to go out like this. Because you know what you sign up for. But bro, for this, you don't even know what you sign up for. Now, here's what I will say about this. It has now opened me up to the idea that I can love. And that was something, Jose, I did not think I was capable of.
That's real. That's real.
At 42 years old, bro, I've never, until recently, told a woman that I love her. I've never told a woman like, yo, I love you. 42 years of my life, dog. I didn't think that was possible. I didn't think that was humanly possible for me. In my mind, I was like, yo, I'm just going to be an old rich nigga. And so for me to be in this space, bro, therapy it is necessary for especially all men, but it's especially men who've been through trauma, traumatic experiences, bro. Because what happens in life is, bro, we go through life so calloused. We go through life so our superpower is getting money. Mm-hmm. Our superpower is providing. Our superpower is breaking through walls. Our superpower is, bro, what I can't do, I'm going to do that. That's our superpower in life. Figuring situations out, especially if our daughters, or if our sons, or if our families are attached to it, the purpose now gets bigger than us. And so the only thing we got to do now is the purpose is bigger than us, we become unstoppable. When the purpose is bigger than the man, when he can make a purpose bigger than him, he becomes unstoppable. And what he does is, and what we do as men is we start saying, yo, I don't need feelings. I worry about feelings later, yo. The goal got to get done. The mission got to get done. Shorty got to eat. This got to eat. We got to have a roof over our head. We got to put clothes on our back. Christmas got to get taken care of. Birthdays got to come up. Moving got to happen. You feel all that weight on your shoulders as a man because your superpower, as you've been told, is to provide and to protect. Your superpower is never told that my superpower is to love. That has never been our superpower. That has never been the thing that we have been told to do. And so, bro, therapy has opened me up to some feelings, bro, that I am flabbergasted that I have. But also, I am scared to death. And I am scared to death, bro, because now at this age, vulnerability is at the forefront of my life. Being vulnerable now is at the forefront of my life.